everyone, and welcome back to another video. This time we're going to be covering the Spa 12 hour, so not aviation related this time. You might have seen the trailer for this that I created a week or two ago. But yeah, so a week or two ago we raced in the Iracing and Creventics Spa 12 hour, which we were going into expecting it to be a very tough race. There was some rain forecasted, possible. It wasn't a high chance or anything. I think it was about 27%, which was enough to be a little bit worried about, but it ended up, as the race went on, not being a problem. But yeah, so I recently got into iRacing and found a team. It's called Full Throttle Motorsports. I will put a link in the description to the Discord, because we do have some more races that we are looking for teammates for, one of which is the Spa 6 hour, which is in about 2 weeks time. So I'll put down the link in the description, and if you wish to join, we would be happy to have you. Anyway, this is going to be Mitch, my teammate in the car at the moment, in the McLaren 720S GT3, and sadly I did not get the I forgot to save the replay of the first 6 and a bit hours, sadly. But the first lap was absolute chaos. Mitch qualified P27, I think, out of 55 GT3s. It was 55 maximum starters. It was a multi-class race of Porsche Cup cars, GT4s and GT3s. However, everyone in our split was in GT3s. Which was good because we didn't have to worry about traffic, but also a very big class of 55 GT3 cars. But yeah, we qualified P27. Mitch set a very nice lap there, but on the first lap, it was very chaos. We didn't make it past turn 1 because there was a big pile up, and I actually don't know what happened because all the cars weren't loading in for me, but I saw in turn 1 there was a car exiting the pits for some odd reason, which didn't help us because we were already too wide, I think, or on the outside of turn 1, and there was a Ferrari on the inside, and then there was a car exiting the pits. So the Ferrari tried to go inside, but then there was a car there, so we got pushed right onto the gravel and spun in front of that car coming out of the pits and got T-boned. I think we ended up having about 7 minutes of repairs, set us down a couple of laps, which didn't help because I thought our race pace was pretty good coming into this race. But, you know, things happened. But we got out of the pits a couple laps down. I think we're P45 by the end of it. But in the grand scheme of things, it's a 12-hour race, so we had heaps of time. So Mitch, it was a bit of a tough first stint for him. We were planning to go double there, but he ended up hopping out after that stint, and then I hopped in for my double stint. Which was a pretty uneventful stint. At this point we were trying to minimize incident points because it was a max of 50 before a drive-through, and we both knew that if we were setting pretty good lap times, alright-ish decent lap times, we could definitely get a good finish, and if we could also minimize those drive-throughs, we know that a lot of people are going to have drive-throughs this race because what can happen in 12 hours. So we did end up finishing with about 41 incident points, which is a mega job considering we had 17-ish by the end of the first stint, because it was a very hectic stint, that one. So yeah, so we had many 1x, 2x, sort of 3x stints there. We did the calculations and it was something like 4x max a stint. But with the 17x first stint or something, I think it was closer to 15 actually. That didn't really help. But you know, there's not much we could do about that. It was straight chaos, to be honest. So, but yeah, we all scraped through. It was a really, really clean race, considering that we only had 2 drivers. There are a lot of teams out there that had 3, 4. I think there was one that had 5. But yeah, considering we only had 2 drivers, we did about the exact same amount of stints and laps. I think I did 2 laps more, but like, we did 6 hours each in the car, and to scrape away with 41 incident points is a real mega job. So we're very happy with that sort of finish as a team. But yeah, so my first stint was pretty clean, uneventful, just trying to scrape it through with minimal incident points. And that was the same for the second stint of my first double stint. Pretty uneventful again. So then Mitch hopped in for his double stint and had another clean one. It was actually a pretty uneventful race for a Spa 12 hour. But we were gradually climbing back up the field from that P45, being laps down. But then, you know, people eventually started crashing and all of that. So that did play a part in us gaining a few positions. I think we were around P31 by the time Mitch hopped in for his first double stint, which was already pretty good. We were aiming for about P27 or above in this race, the 50% mark we were going to be happy with. So we were well on our way and with heaps of time left. So the weather this race was pretty... It was looking a bit sketchy at the start. The cloud cover was always going to be 100%, and then it was just a matter of whether the rain was going to come. But the rain did not come. But as you can see in some of these videos, it was very foggy the whole race, which got hard at night. And that stint, Mitch had a double stint. That was that hard transition from day to night. And that fog was just still hanging around there. So that was a really tough stint. And we also had to do some fuel saving there to make sure we could do enough... to make sure that we could do the last pit stop with enough fuel. So Mitch put in amazing numbers. It was actually his quickest stint, and he was saving a lot of fuel as well. So that was a bit funny how I think he was doing about... Most of the time we were doing 4.2 litres a lap, and he was doing 3.9 litres a lap and setting our quickest laps of the session, which was absolutely amazing. I myself did actually find quicker in the nighttime. I'm not sure why. My best guess is that it's a lot harder to overheat the tyres because the track temperature is a lot cooler. I think it's about 19 degrees Celsius compared to the 25-ish during the day. But yeah, so he hopped in for his double stint and did a mega job. Actually, no, sorry, he did a single stint that was the fuel saving. But yeah, I think the way we did it in the end was he started, did a single stint, I then hopped in, did a double stint. He did a double stint, I did a double stint, he did another double stint, and then we just singled it to the end with me finishing the race, which was pretty good. Yeah, it was real fun, and we'll definitely do it again, I think. But at the end of the day, we finished P16 out of 55 cars after being binned on the first lap and going down to P45. So I think all in all, we did an absolutely amazing job. And I mean, yeah, I was stoked after it. I mean, I was pretty cooked because I think the race started for me at 11 PM, so some pretty rough stint times there. Didn't get much sleep, if not any sleep, so yeah, it was a tough one. It was definitely mentally draining a little bit, but you go into these endurance races expecting that, I think. So it was what we expected, but I think it did help that it didn't end up being a multi-class race, because that would have been another story, I think. A lot harder, so... Yeah, but all in all, we made, I mean, there were some great overtakes and some sketchy moments going too wide and Blanchimont and Eau Rouge and Radillon, but at the end of the day, that first stint, really tough, few incidents there, and then apart from that, we had no major incidents, maybe a few spins, probably only 2 or 3, and apart from that, that was it. So it was a really good race, really clean. And P16 was an absolutely amazing finish. But yeah, so thank you for watching, guys. Relatively short video, but I hope you enjoyed it. And once again, I'll put that link in the description if you do wish to join our team. We'd love to see you on track, and we are looking to do that Spa 6 hour hopefully in the next few weeks. That'll be in the GT3 or the LMP2. The GTPs are also in that race, but we aren't looking to do that. So either GT3s or LMP2s. But yeah, if you want to, click on that link and we'll get you sorted up in the team. We also share our setups in there, telemetry and all that sort of stuff. I also make some liveries for our team as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and have a good one.